One makes trades every day, whether a few dollars for lunch or a few hundred for a concert or show ticket. We exchange a store of value for something we perceive is of equal value. Now, whether the product we received in exchange for our store of value was actually worth it is where we're able to measure our analytical ability. Being a flipper doesn't mean you need to flip regardless of the price. A bad flip is a bad flip. Your flip was bad for one of two reasons. Either you didn't do your due diligence and research and you bought a bad product that had a good packaging, or you sold a good product that didn't have public awareness. Now, if you don't know what a good product actually looks like, you shouldn't be looking to buy. You should be looking to learn what a good product truly looks like. When it comes to evaluating a good product, a lot of people get caught up or lost in the sauce. Yeah, you may have won a free product or NFT, rather in this case, from a giveaway. The developer might have talked to you, or someone from the team could have mentioned you in a tweet. There's a lot of things that a lot of projects are doing to make people feel special, and that is the good packaging. Having good packaging while appealing does not always mean you have a good product. Too often, people put a good packaging and a nice looking label on an absolute shit project. This is where yours and my analytical ability is tested, and we can really break it down to find out what it means to make consistently profitable trades on good products, or NFTs. So number one, when it comes to evaluating a good project to make sure that you have a profitable trade, we want to make sure that there is a solid use case or utility. Now, this may mean anything ranging from GameFi to staking to possibly finance and yield farming, but whatever it is, when I am making sure that I make a consistently profitable trade, I am never buying just an image. Now, it doesn't mean that it has to have one of those use cases or utilities. It can be ranging all the way out to the community that you are investing in. In the case of the Bored Ape Yacht Club, if you were to invest in a monkey image, you would then get a ticket to an amazing community filled with celebrities and extremely large entrepreneurial figures. So it all comes down to, at least in the beginning when you're first looking at an NFT, what is the use case? What is the utility? What are you going to gain from holding that NFT? There may be a few friendly people in the Discord, there may be a good wrapping and a good label on it, and it may appear to be something that you want to be a part of. But I urge you to actually deep dive, dig, do your due diligence, and make sure whatever you're buying into actually has a solid utility, use case, or community that you want to buy into. Now, when looking at the use case, you also must look at the number two way to make sure you're making a consistently profitable trade, and that means finding out who created it and what are they doing. Now, I'm going to ask you to kind of relate this. When you go to the grocery store, are you going to buy a product that has no label on it showing you what's in it? If you don't know what's in the product, say you buy a food product and there's no ingredient label, there's no nutrition label, it might put you off from buying that product. I want you to look at NFTs or these projects in the same way. Who made it and what are they doing? That means they must have a roadmap that you can see they are acting on. There are many projects that come out with a roadmap saying we will make a game a year down the road after minting is complete, or when we reach X amount of members. Truth is, if those projects never reach that goal, and 99% of them never do, you're going to be stuck with something you bought with hopes and intentions of using in, say, a GameFi or a metaverse that really is never going to happen, as the project maybe reached 50, 60, 70, 80%, and they never felt the need to fulfill their roadmap because they never reached the requirements that they had previously stated. Now, some people call this a rug pull, other people call it ingenious, as if you make a project with a promise and you make that promise completely unobtainable, I mean, that is a good way to make out with people's money. I don't condone it, but it's out there and you should know about it. So again, who created the project? Are they doxxed? Are they willing to put their name on it? People that are not willing to put their name on a project can be very, very risky. Number 3, is there an active community? And by active community, I do not mean 5 or 6 people on their Discord keeping a chat going at all hours of the day. I mean, across all of their social media platforms, do they have organic reach? If you have an NFT project on Twitter that has 10 to 20,000 followers, but 10 to 20 engaging members on every post, then that is most likely not an organically gained following, and it's most likely not something you want to get involved in. With projects that have an active community, you will generally see about 30 to 40% of their user base or community interacting with their posts and everything that they do. Same with Discord. If you go onto one of their Discord communities and you see 40 or 50,000 members in their Discord, but on their announcement page, maybe 100 to 200, maybe upwards of even 500 for a Discord that size, have reacted and are interacting with the announcements, you may have a project that is dead before it even begins. Because what happens when someone sees, from the outside looking in, a project that appears to have 50 or 60,000 followers, failing to sell out a whitelist or failing to sell out a pre-sale? Well, that project goes downhill very, very fast. People in the public mint are going to want to mint projects that fulfilled their whitelist or fulfilled their pre-sale quickly, efficiently, and to the max that was offered. Now, if a pre-sale or whitelist fails, chances are the public mint is not too far behind failing as well. So when you're looking to make consistently profitable trades, you want to ensure that you, 1, do not trade with emotions. Make sure you only trade technical indicators, because the dollar bills you will gain or lose do not care how you feel. Okay? You need to keep that in mind. The reason you are trading, the reason 90% of you are trading NFTs, at least right now, is not to get a cool piece of art. It is not to get a cool profile picture. It is for one of 2 reasons: either to make more money flipping it, make more money staking it, or to get access to a community of people that otherwise you would have no access to, such as in the case of all the celebrities and mines in Base C. Okay, so you want to make sure there's a utility. You want to make sure that whoever created it is willing to put their name on it, and they're willing to show you that they are progressing on their roadmap, their intentions, and their plans. And the big reason you're buying in is not something that will only be fulfilled after 100% of that collection is minted, or X amount is raised, or X people have joined the community. You want to make sure that when you join, you have a project that is actively fulfilling the main parts of the roadmap that you bought in to see to begin with. Number 3, of course, is there a community? If there's no community, there is no project, and I will preach that until the end of time. The community truly makes the project in every aspect of it. If you have a growing community, and I say this to many people, when you buy into an NFT, there's a fallacy that people look at the floor price. The floor price is not the most important element of an NFT collection. The unique holder count is. If you have more people coming into a project, regardless of the floor price, you have more people willing to hold. As time goes on, the floor price will organically and naturally rise because there are more people holding than there are willing to sell, which creates a supply shock and a rise in price. So I hope you found this video helpful. I'm trying to make it just a conversation. To be honest, I view every single one of you out there, every single subscriber, or even if you're not subbed, you're a friend. you want to grow in this space, you are interested in the entrepreneurial aspects of investing or investing in NFTs and cryptocurrency. So if you aren't, I welcome you to hit that subscribe button. You definitely don't have to, but I'll be here making content like I love to do for you guys. As always, stay profitable. Please don't let the FOMO monster bite you in the ass, and keep hustling.